So yeah, we're going back live. We're gonna get Deb Cooper in the room. We're just gonna figure out exactly how to do it. Sharky should be back with us in a minute. But I'll entertain you, motherfuckers. I'm pretty entertaining. Yo, what up, Jay? Uh, yeah. So like I just said, I am in my new station. This is my first day in the station. What up, Crooks? Happy Monday. What up? What up? Um, I did my first tattoo in my new station. I'm pretty hyped on it. This is the first time I have my own room. I might get lonely, but I think I need it right now. Station tour. What up? What up, Jay? I can't do a station tour right now because I don't have the furniture in here yet, and I just did my first tattoo in here. It's not really ready, but I will give you guys a station tour soon. But I can show you that I did. Um, I do have all this stuff. This is all vintage, and then we got a whole Toledo tribute wall going on right there. That's all. This is all original Tony P stuff. There's one of his machines right there. I'm trying to get the phone here. But yeah, if you take a look, that's all. The original Jonesy set that he hand colored, and then 8 Malone sheets that he hand colored. So how you guys doing? I'm gonna have to try to entertain you while Chucky figures this out. Yo, what up, Pat? What up, Cisco? Did Tony ever have a favorite machine that he owned? Tony was one of those dudes who really didn't care. He cared about how the machine ran. He used to tune his machines. What up, John? Uh, the way he liked them. And then when he was done with them, he was done with them. It wasn't one of those. He wasn't one of those guys who had like a machine that was like um, his go-to machine. Towards the end, he was using whatever he had laying around, and he tuned it up, and he was fine with it. He uh, he did like swing gates though. He definitely liked national swing gates. That's what I have up there. So I do see that Deb joined the room. Let me get Sharky in the room, and then we'll get everybody in the room. Hold on one second. Man, I can't wait till Sharky's going to be doing this. And I don't have to be this weird host guy. Because I'm not that good at it. We're just waiting on Sharky. What else you guys got going on? Man, this is so awkward. Okay, Sharky's in the room. So let me get her in here. What's up, Adam? All right, Shark, send a request. If there was one piece of flash you had to take with you, what would it be? I have the oldest sheet of Tony Pluto flash in existence.
Hello
What
again.
up?
Greetings, Rich
What up,
Fi.
Shark?
Poor Rich Fi. Guys, you gotta understand, he fucking cannot stand doing what he's doing right now. This posting the room, he fucking hates it.
I do.
Um,
I do hate
but
this.
let me just say right now, I told Deb to join this room at 8:10. So it is 8:10. She is going to come in here shortly, and then we're just gonna like kick it off. She is struggling with the Instagram, which is, these people don't fucking use IG. They're not They're not
Oh,
in the matrix like we are.
sure. I sent her the request, so we'll see what happens.
Okay, yeah. I told her I was like, do not get off of this application. So I think it'll be, there we go.
There's Boots. This is where we're at. We're having some
Clap it
dinner.
up.
It's
Live
really
from
loud over
dinner.
here.
Straight off the bike. Whoa, it's a party back there.
Oh yeah, this place is packed. We've been sitting here for an hour trying to get food.
That's
We
fine.
still haven't had any food yet. We got beer.
Okay, well, we have wine. Everybody, I'm
I
just
got
going to do an
water.
introduction. Everybody, without further ado, Deb Cooper, welcome to the Backroom, episode 8, from the beach.
Thank you. Yep, Miller Beach, Gary, Indiana.
Still living
We'll
that
go to the
tattoo
beach.
life. You just tattooed all
If we hurry
day.
up with our food.
So, Deb, we're going to have you answer some questions for us. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, because we can hear you real good. It doesn't matter if we can see your face. I'm more
Okay.
concerned with the mic just being close to your mouth.
Okay, I got it up to my ear.
Yeah, because we can hear you real good. I can stare at that damn animatronic all night.
Okay.
So
Party
our
time.
first question is, if someone asked you to define traditional tattooing, what it is, what it means to you, what would be your answer?
Well, it'd be like kind of old school, a lot of detail, a lot of color, just maybe a little oriental, just I don't know, just another style of tattooing.
And a lifestyle. I would say that you encompass traditional tattooing. You realize that you mean so much to people, right?
Yeah, it's awesome. It is awesome.
Yeah, this is the most tattooer shit I've ever seen in my life right now. Like, you're
Yeah.
just sitting out, you just came from the shop, you hopped off a bike, there's like biker chicks screaming in the background, and we're just looking
Yeah,
up
I'm
at
ready
the
to take
sky.
her out.
Well, if you fight her tonight, please turn the camera around so that we can see
You're fine?
I'm about ready to tell her, shut up. She looks like a dude.
It's incredible.
Oh, yeah.
So, Deb, I mean, your story it's so deep. I don't even know where you'd like to start with it. I mean, obviously, we need to talk about Roy and his apprenticeship with Cliff Raven. I mean, do you want to kind of start the story there, or you want to go further back?
Yeah, I can start there. When I met Roy, he was already done with his apprenticeship. But he worked with Cliff, I think, like 3 or 4 or 5 years, something like that. And Cliff gave him a real good apprenticeship. You know, he was real strict and real, thorough. He made Roy do a lot of flash. Roy was a hell of a flash artist. I wish I could do flash like Roy. And it was crazy because back in the day, Roy would do flash and he'd put my name on it, and I felt so bad.
He was trying to sell it.
Yeah, he tried to sell it. Yeah, but it was awesome. He did a hell of a job. And all the T-shirts and stuff, those were his original drawings. You know, he drew all those himself.
That's amazing.
And it's really cool because I have some of Cliff's apprentice, from Roy Boy, I have some of Cliff's background in me also from Roy. So I think that's really cool. So I got like a grandfathered in there a little bit. But I never got to meet Cliff. I just heard lots about him and a lot of photographs.
And then what year was it that you started tattooing?
1984. I was still in high school. I was 16 years old. I was on the high
37
school
years.
swim team. Yeah, I was swimming. I was a
So
swimmer.
have you ever had another job other than a tattooer, really, or not really?
Yeah, paper route.
Okay.
Paper route. That's it. I had 2 of them. Yeah.
That is incredible. And what was the scene like back then? And I mean, you guys never tattooed anywhere other than Indiana, right?
Right. Exactly. Well, it was against the law back then, but not a lot of people knew about it. Roy kept it all private. He kept it to himself. And then down the road, I knew about it, and I didn't say nothing about it neither. But when I met Roy, my girlfriend was getting a tattoo, and she snuck down there, and I asked if I could have a tattoo for my mom, and she said, of course. So she gave me the money so I could go down there and get one. She wouldn't take me down there. My mom used to work at Gary. She got robbed, so she was scared of Gary. But that's what started it. I got a tattoo and I was hooked. I just fell in love with the art, the people, the mystique of tattooing, the gypsiness about it, everything. It was just, I knew that's what I wanted to do. And it really changed me as a person. And I've been doing it ever since.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine having all that happen at, 16, 17 years old and how impressionable you are. I mean, once you get caught up in that world, why would you leave at that point?
Yeah, it was crazy. I was in high school still my last year, and I was, like I said, I was on a swim team, and Roy would come pick me up on his motorcycle in front of the school, and I'd get on his motorcycle, and he'd take me to work, And the principal came out there one day, he's like, where are you taking her? Because I'm taking her to work. And they just shit, you know what I mean? Because I was so little and he was so big. And he was 20 years older than me. So it was
Whoa!
pretty, it was pretty wild.
You were wild.
I was when I was younger, quite a bit wild. I calmed down so I think.
And then, and you guys at one point you had two shops, right? Like across from each other?
We had three. We had three shops. We had a shop in Lake Station, that was my shop. Then he had the Gary shop, and then we had a shop in Cal City that we shared. And we'd get in arguments and we'd fight, and then we both would run to the safe to see who could get the safe first to get the money out of the safe. And I always beat him. I had a Viper. He bought it for me. I hauled ass.
Wow.
So I beat him to his face. And he's like, God damn it. He beat up the artist because he was pissed off because I stole them, all the money out of the safe. He could never beat me. He never could get there before me. It was crazy.
I can't even imagine living a tattoo life at 16.
Oh, it was great. I mean, I was getting tattooed I think by 18, I was like fully tattooed pretty much. I was doing the conventions already by then. So I was like one of the youngest tattooed females at that time.
Yeah.
And then he was taking me like Sturgis and Daytona, and I was wearing bikinis, bathing suits, showing off my tattoos. And to me, it felt like I had another layer of clothes on. I didn't feel naked, but I was pretty much.
That's so wild because I always look at those pictures and I was like, she looks like a kid.
Yeah.
But you were.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
like little backies and chest panels.
The wildest part is when he had me hanging out to the animals and stuff, taking pictures, the tigers on the beach and the snakes and stuff. That was just nuts. I'm lucky I'm still alive.
Yeah, we got to hold on. I'm going to have you hold the mic a little further away from you because we're getting a little feedback.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, we're skipping around, but since you brought it up, everybody wants to know about the fucking tigers and your pet bear, Mickey, and Morticia the snake. We need to know how that all, like, when do you go from, we've got three shops, we're rocking and rolling, let's put animals in there.
Right. Well, he actually had the animals when I met him. He already had some tigers and stuff. And that was part of my apprenticeship. I had to go and clean those cages and stuff. And a couple of times those animals got out. And then I had bruises all over me when I was swimming and stuff. And they're like, where are you getting all those bruises from? I'm like, I train tigers. They didn't believe me. So I had to take them photographs and stuff and prove what I do for a living.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I had some
wildlife.
Yeah.
Wildlife.
Yeah. Just we were doing a photo session on the beach here where I'm at actually. And I don't know, the cat seen somebody jogging down the beach. So the cat chased the guy. The cat dragged me all the way down the beach, like down sand dunes backwards and put like splinters in my back and everything. And Roy wasn't happy with the photos that he took, and he made me get back up there and take some more photos. I wasn't too happy. I was hurting, but I did it. Great pictures though. We got him.
The photos look great.
He was a great photographer. He taught me a lot. And then the snake, we're doing some photos with the snake. Like in the beginning, the snake was only 150 pounds. Well, years later, the snake ended up being like 250, I think, like that. And I really couldn't hold the snake up anymore. And one time, he's taking pictures, and that snake was screwing 5 people to pull that snake off me. And
What
then
the fuck?
that wasn't good enough. So he wanted me to do some more photos, so I did some more photos. And the snake started squeezing me again, and I was like, I'm done. I'm not doing pictures with that snake no more. So I
That
had enough
is
of that.
that's fucking Deb, this is insane. Because you look chill as fuck in all of those photos. Like you look completely like these are your like huggy, kissy
Yeah.
animals. Like I
Well,
didn't realize that they almost killed you.
yeah, I kind of was. I mean, I raised them, so I trust them, and they trust me. But they're still dangerous because of the weight and the teeth and the claws. They can take you out.
Yeah.
But I had to fear them, like keep them fear of me. Like intimidate them so they would back off.
Do you still have
Pretty
any
much.
wild animal, like any big animals, or that's it?
I had a grizzly bear. That was the bear that I had. His name was Mikey, and actually,
Mikey.
yeah, I was I think I had him for like 3 months or something. I ended up pregnant, and the bear didn't like Roy. He just liked me only, and he's really protective of me. And as I was getting more pregnant, the bear was getting bigger. I think the bear is probably like 600 pounds, and I had to get rid of him because I was going to have a baby.
Sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the move.
Fair.
So just so you
Very fair.
know, that picture of you and the bear, we have that in the shop as like in our little shrine. We have like a little tattoo
Cool.
shrine. Like I see that picture every day.
Yeah, that was. If you look at my forearm, that bear bit me. I I was feeding him too, like had big cattle bottles for him. I had like 2 or 3 of them. That's how many he would drink at one time. I had him between my legs, had his head leaning backwards on my breast a little bit, and I just put a bottle in his mouth, and I would go to take one out and put one in like as fast as I could. He bit me, and he almost broke my arm.
He
And
almost bit what?
he bit my arm and almost he hurt me bad. So
Jesus.
I had to show him he's boss.
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
is why.
I remember looking at those tattoo magazines back, like, I was pretty young. I was looking at this, and I remember thinking like, this isn't real, but I guess it was.
Oh yeah, it was all real, all of it.
I remember thinking, this can't, people can't be, having bears and tigers, but yeah, you
Yeah,
guys really did it.
yeah. He had jaguars, he had lions, he had a black panther. I trained the black panther. I love that black panther. That cat was smart, slick, and sneaky to get you. And the claws come out like razor blades, different than a tiger. Tigers like kind of like a dog, but panther come out different. They come out like the middle of the knuckle.
Deb, I have to ask this question of you because
Yes.
this is like the realest shit. This is the wildest episode we've had thus far. What do you, having lived that tattoo life, really in the trenches, you went through it being illegal, legalized, you got 3 shops, you guys are on top of the world. What do you think of the tattoo industry now and the way that people are coming in? Because nobody's getting bit by tigers or getting apprenticeships, cleaning out. Like,
Right.
how do you feel about what is happening now?
Well, I think it's great, actually. I mean, the art is like what's important. It is really changed. It's really improved, and the artists are just phenomenal nowadays. I just can't do what they can do. It is a little sad, we can't have tigers and bears anymore at the tattoo shop. Or we're not, with the clients getting tattoos, but that's the old days. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just something that we have photos of and memories, just like everything else. You just got to keep pushing and move forward. Every day is different. Every year is different. You just do the best you can and live it up the most you can.
And you're tattooing a lot, like every day, it seems like.
Pretty much. I mean, I had to take a little break off and on this year. I've had a rough year.
Yeah.
But I was pretty strong up until I got that virus in October of last year, and it kind of knocked me on my ass. And I'm fighting back. I'm not giving up. It's been rough.
Do you
I
have
lost my job.
some long, what they call long hauler effects?
Yeah, I'm a long hauler. My body is real achy, like my muscles and my knees and stuff was like real painful. I mean, when I had the virus, it was so bad. It was so much pain. I was like, crazy pain, like losing it. But I
Yeah,
worked through it.
yeah. My wife is a long hauler. It's
Yeah,
pretty rough.
it is. Yeah. So I've been trying to get healthier and eat better and do better and all that good stuff.
And how
So
long were you guys? How'd you guys do with the COVID? How long were you guys shut down, and when did you get it back up and running?
well, we were shut down in March of last year for about 3 months, and it was rough. I mean, we actually did quit tattooing. We weren't sneaking it or anything. But then when we opened up, we've been busy as hell, and we really haven't. I mean, when we hit like tax time in February, we're still cruising pretty strong.
Yeah,
So,
I feel like everyone's got that issue right now. Like, there's not enough tattooers to do all the tattoos
no,
that are coming
no,
through
There's
the
nothing to
door.
do. There's nothing to do.
yeah, that's
You
right.
know what
I
I mean?
mean,
Tattooing is something that people are actually, plus it's something that like they can't take away.
right,
Right.
right,
You can't take away a tattoo. You know what I mean? So it's like there's nothing to do. Plus, it's like something that you own. It's yours. So this is we're moving in. I think on the Roaring Twenties Part Two.
right.
Like
That's what it feels like to me
shit's
too.
gonna get wild. You
Yeah,
know
it's
what I
gonna
mean?
Yeah.
get wild.
Shit's getting wild.
It's
You
gonna
might
be a
have a
wild
tiger again.
summer.
You might have a tiger again soon.
I was about to say, I was like, should I buy the
Maybe
tiger?
fake tiger.
I think you need a shark. I think you need a jaguar or something. Shark. You
I'll
need a
take a
I'm
shark.
panther,
ready.
jaguar, lion. I'll ride them. I don't care.
That's You might be
I
right.
miss the monkeys. The monkeys were cool too. Those are pretty neat. We had the baboons, um, like Patis monkeys and stuff. Those were cool. They're like little babies. They would hang out in this tattoo shop too. And then,
Baboon.
Anything
yeah,
to go
yeah,
into a shop and see a
baboon.
monkey.
Yeah, it's pretty
I would
cool.
actually love that. I'd actually feel like I'd love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're sweet. They're really sweet until they want to scratch your eyeballs out.
Yeah, baboons will rip your face off.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
they can.
they have done that.
You just gotta read them before they read you. You gotta be on top of their game.
And then, I mean, let's just go back again because I knew if we talked about the animals, we'd skip around. So let's
Yeah,
kind of draw it back. I mean, everybody is
thank you.
extraordinarily fascinated with the Badlands. We've all seen these VHS videos of Roy Boy, like pumping. You guys were pumping iron and talking about tattoos, and there's a song, and like, can you just take us through, the average day, the average weekend in the Badlands? Like, how many
Sure.
tattoos were you
Okay.
doing a day? What was it like?
Well, we made all those videos ourselves. He was the video director. He did some of the music. We did hire a couple people to do a few things, but he was a hard worker. He could multitask. He could do a lot of things all at once. We would tattoo all day long. We would, later on the weekends go out on a boat for the day or whatever it is. You know, we worked hard and then we played. We work all winter and fall or whatever, and then we take off a little bit for the summer, maybe a week, and just hang out at the beach here. And my ex had a boat that would do probably like 130 miles an hour, and he would drive this boat across Miller Beach where I live, and his house is on the lake. The house would just rattle. The beaches would rattle and everything. It was crazy. So he had a big reputation around here. Sometimes like when we work,
Hey,
we
wait,
would
hold
work.
on one second, Deb. Pull your mic back, or just get a little feedback.
Okay, I'm trying. Okay, there you go. Is
There you
that
go.
better?
Yes.
Okay. So we would like work like all day from like maybe 10 in the morning. We'd work out, and then we would probably get done maybe 8 or 9 or 10 at night. Sometimes we go to sleep, and then someone will call in the middle of the night for a tattoo. I get up and go do that tattoo. I want that money. So
Yeah.
sometimes, like back in the 80s, 90s, we were probably making like $1,000 a day back then. For us, that was a lot of money.
Sure.
For me, that would be a lot of money.
Mhm.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
it was great back then.
I just feeding fucking tigers has got to cost a lot of money.
Yeah, we fed them with like raw chicken. They would eat the bones and all. We didn't feed them any red meat or anything because they would keep them more tame. So we had a place where we could get chicken all the time, pretty much.
I mean, I'm blown away. I cannot tell you that this is like the first interview where I'm overwhelmed with the information I'm receiving because it's exactly what I thought it would be. It's so, I mean, I think as a young tattooer, like I pine for what you're talking about. I'm like, I wish it was that way, but maybe I
You wish
don't.
it was
Maybe it
that.
wasn't that,
You wish it was that wild, Chuck?
Yes.
You get that wild?
Yes.
You
Yes.
would? Oh yeah, why not? We
I
already
don't know
live
if I get
there.
that wild. I don't know if I get that wild.
Like this is listening
I'm a
to you
mellow
talk,
dude.
Dad. This is dreamy to me. I'm like, oh my god. Like,
One time we were doing some photos in the back of the shop, and he had a studio back there. We had one of the big tigers back there, and for some reason the tiger snapped. The tiger slammed me against the wall, and the cat clawed the whole wall. And you can see the cat's like claw marks going through like the drywall and everything. I'm like, holy shit, that could have been my body. You know what I mean? That's
that's
pretty
incredible.
crazy. Yeah, I was like, whew, that was a close one. Oh my
Someone's
God.
asking for you to tell the story about the gators at your house.
Oh, okay. Well, he had a gator.
Of course.
Actually, we would go to Florida and we go alligator hunting. And we knew a lot of people in Florida that would like smuggle snakes and stuff from, other places and bring them back and forth and stuff like that. So he had some connections. So we went out alligator hunting and we caught an alligator. We brought it back. It got pretty big. He would feed it. He was the only one that really messed with it. I didn't want to deal with the alligator. That thing's nasty looking and stuff. But after a while, he put the alligator in my pond, in my house. You know what I mean? So there's just been rumors and stuff about the alligator in my yard and stuff.
So it
And
was
then
loose. It was loose in like a regular pond.
yeah, my property. Yes. Yeah. It's one of those
Damn.
I got some exotic turtles in there and stuff. It's pretty cool. And then my son passed away 7 years ago, and when he passed away, there was a rumor going around in Gary said that there was a loose tiger out, which there wasn't, but they said the tiger was at a gas station. Like this, it was so crazy. I mean, it's just a rumor, but it was wild. So
Yeah, you can't be around any wild animals that are loose because people are going to point the finger at you first. Like,
yeah,
there's no doubt
exactly.
about
Yeah,
it.
It
yeah.
wasn't a wild. Wasn't it just a loose tiger in Texas?
I feel like somebody was telling me something about that, but I don't fuck. I feel like
Yeah,
someone
I
was
don't
saying
know.
something about that. But there's all kinds of weird shit out here. There's bobcats and there's always some
No, no,
kind
no.
of weird
Somebody
animal.
had a pet. Somebody had a pet tiger and was loose. I think in Texas.
I think I heard about that. Yeah, I don't know too much
Yeah.
about it, but I heard about it.
Yeah, see,
Oh,
somebody said in
my homie
Houston.
Brandon's in here. He said it happened in Houston. So there you go. Yes.
Houston, okay,
Deb,
okay,
were you behind
cool.
that?
I got it. We know the Tiger
Unreal.
King and the lady. We know those people. We got a couple cats from her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was down in South in Indiana. This is a crazy story. I got to tell you this story, okay? So
Yes.
oh my God, Roy takes me down to this place. We're going to buy some tigers. You know what I mean? So he's never
No.
been down there. I've never been down there. Okay. So I forgot her name, but she was on Dancing with the Stars. But Catherine. So
Carol Baskin.
yeah. So we're down there, and she dyed her hair. She put a plastic bag over her head. You know what I mean? She dyed her hair. Her hair must have been in that plastic bag for about 6 hours. Roy was laughing. He's like, "My God, her hair is gonna fall off." She left
Fried.
that
It's
dye on there
fried.
for so long. And so we go in there. She's got her cats in her house, baby tigers. So we go in there. There's no furniture. There's nothing in the house. This house is empty. There's bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, and she's got like 3 tigers in each bedroom. We're like, holy shit, this is crazy. You know what I mean? We're like, wow, this is crazy to us. You know what I mean? So then we go outside, and she's got a lion and a bear and a tiger all in the same cage. We just couldn't believe it. She goes, hang on a minute, I gotta feed my cats. So we're watching her, and she's got a horse with a chainsaw, and she's climbing up this horse feeding these cats, and we're like ready to throw up and puke and stuff. I mean, it was just talk about crazy. She's crazy. She was
Yeah, I
out
mean,
there with that, but a little bit more to that, but I'll stop right there.
yeah, I was like, I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, I know a little bit more.
Yeah.
But and so then,
Folks,
okay,
use your imagination.
yeah, Roy sends me on vacation, okay, to go buy a white tiger in Florida, okay, and you're not supposed to cross the lines with cats. That's the rule. I didn't know. I'm a kid, you know. So me and my girlfriend down here in Florida, and he sends me to this guy. He was like a German animal trainer. So he's real wild, and so I'm over there, and he's got all these crazy cats and all these animals and all this stuff. And he's got this loose snake in his house that he couldn't catch. We couldn't believe it. Huge, 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 huge. So he finally caught the snake, and we're like freaking out. But I mean, it was just unbelievable. You know what I mean? Some stuff that he sent me to do. So I'm bringing this cat, trying
I
to hide
think
this
that you
cat.
served the hardest apprenticeship in all of
It
Texas.
sounds like the
Like,
hardest one.
I had a
you
hard
just won the
friendship.
award.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's why I'm pretty
go get
easy
me a
on a lot
white
of my
tiger.
finish.
Yeah.
I'm easy on them. I don't do all that mean stuff to them. I make them work hard.
Yeah, Donna Klein, she apprenticed under you, right?
Yeah, she did in Lake Station. That's still
I
crazy.
I love her so much. And when she told me that, I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and Jessica,
She's
she
wild.
yeah, it was awesome.
She is wild. Oh my God. Where do we go? Like, this is the first time I've like lost track of my thought, lost track
How
of the
about the?
questions I
How
was
about
gonna ask.
I'll tell you a little bit about his boat one day. I was pretty young, and he's about that big boat that he has, that offshore boat.
I've seen those pictures of that big boat, yeah.
So we're at the boat ramp, and I'm pretty young. It's just me and him, and I'm holding the boat. And he was coming down to get to the boat, and he's like, I just got an argument with this guy. And he goes, this ain't cool. He goes, I'm going to be back. I'm going to go talk to him. I'll be back. He had a real long screwdriver. Oh, my God. I'm like, okay. So he goes up there. He's gone for like maybe half an hour. And he comes back to the boat. And he goes, has anybody been down here? I'm like, no. He goes, good. I'll be back in another 20 minutes. So I'm holding his boat for like an hour, waiting for him to come back. You know what I mean? He finally comes back. He gets in the boat. We take off like nothing ever. Like, what the hell? I don't know what happened, but it was crazy.
Well, whatever. You escaped on the boat.
Yeah, we escaped. It was pretty nuts, pretty nuts. And then he had that jet car crash. We could talk about that a little bit.
Yeah,
He
hold
had
on. Pull it back away from you a little bit because I'm getting
okay,
feedback again. Yeah.
okay. So
Yep.
we had this jet car. It's like a Rolls Royce motor. It's an airplane, and it would do like over 300 miles an hour. And I didn't want him to buy it. And before he did buy it, I had a dream, and it was
Wait,
like
hold
real
on one more
vivid.
second, Deb. Let me
Mhm.
have you bring the mic closer to you because we're still getting
Okay,
feedback in both positions.
is that better?
No,
Yes.
get a little closer.
Okay, is that better?
Much better.
Okay.
Yes.
So, anyways, see, where was I? We were talking about, oh, the racetrack. We're at the racetrack. So, we're at the racetrack, and he had that drag car, and it would do 300 miles an hour. Like I said, I had a dream about it, and I told my mom about this dream, but I'd seen it was like crazy. Like he had an accident, and that car was red, and it had like parachutes all wrapped around it and everything. And I told my mom about it. I had a bad dream. I told her. I think it was like 2 or 3 years later, he actually was in that car, and he wrecked it. He hit 3 telephone poles. He cracked him in half. He was airborne. He was doing 300 miles an hour, and that's when he got hurt. He had a rod in his arm, his left arm. He had a rod in his right leg, and he was in a hospital, I think, for 3 months, and then he was home for 3 months. And I think it took him like a year to get back into the shop, and then it was probably another year to start tattooing again. But that's really what took him out, was he had an infection in his leg from the metal. He's rejecting it, and he didn't know
Wow.
it was a pain, and he was medicating himself, with the pain and everything. So that's what really took him out. I could have, when I was young, you know, I was married to him, so I could have had his leg amputated off, but I didn't want to do it. You know, he killed me. You know,
He would, yeah, he wouldn't have wanted that.
oh hell no, you know, so my uncle had a wooden leg, and he could ride a motorcycle with the wooden leg, you know. But if I would have, he could have still been alive, you know. My son would have had a father, you know. That's the only thing that I regret, you know. I have a few regrets, you know.
I mean,
So,
that happens in life. We
yeah,
know. But I
but
mean, every decision you've made, you know, was made in the best interest and with love. So,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. This is another crazy story I'll tell you real quick. We were down in Florida because we'd always go to Florida, and we had a motorhome at the time. And we were on our way back. We had a great vacation. I think we were down in like 2 weeks, and we're coming back. And he was speeding in a road zone, working road area. He was speeding. So we got pulled over, and I accidentally took a gun to Florida on accident, and you're not supposed to do that. Well, I told him about it, and that's where I screwed up too, you know. And then he flipped. He was upset. Just get mine wrapped up. Yeah. And then he he was really mad. So I had to figure it out what I was going to do. So I had a Girl Scout cookie box, you know, and I had some Girl Scout cookies. Yes, of course, I was a Girl Scout and a brownie. So, okay, I put the gun inside there, you know what I mean? And then when you walk in a motorhome, there's like a little cooler right there. You know, you step up over it. So we got, you know, when we got pulled over, the cop had a dog, of course, and the cop was taking the dog into the motorhome. Roy looks at me. Roy's in the cop car, handcuffed, looking at me, going, "I'm gonna kill you, bitch." I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna
And you're just
die."
doing your best to stash this thing away in a cookie jar.
I'm like, I knew I should throw it in the river. I knew I should throw it, you know. But he's like, "No, you can't do that," you know. So the dog never smelt it. So just remember, Girl Scout cookies, mints, and gunpowder works really well together. Okay.
Well,
So, anyways,
don't you say that we never did anything for you here on the back room, because you just got put on.
It's
yeah.
it.
So Roy,
You want to run guns?
yeah,
Yeah.
Girl Scout.
the dogs went through and found nothing. They did break the motorhome. So Roy was so pissed off. He's like, "Yeah, when I drive this motorhome, I'll have to wear like an old man's mask so they don't see who I am." It's so crazy.
Yeah, also, disguises.
Yeah, it was so crazy. He got home. He sold that motorhome. He never bought another one. He's like, "I'm done with this shit."
Soured him on the experience. Holy shit.
Yeah, so there were some crazy stories. You know, there's just some of them.
I
So
mean, I knew that there'd be crazy stories for this, but that's okay.
Did he have like a mind just to, like, was he just recording his life because or was it like really like a marketing thing where he just thought like this,
it,
I'm gonna make these videos and just get famous for being crazy, or was it just he was
he
just a
didn't even
wild
try
guy and he
it.
just wanted to
Yeah,
record it?
it was just money. It was marketing. It wasn't trying to be famous or anything. He didn't really care about that. He didn't have a big ego. He was humble and simple. He was nice. He could be mean. But yeah, he liked money. He definitely liked money. He liked to work hard and make that money. You know, I wish he wasn't sick, and I wish he would have had his leg helped or something, because, you know, at the end he was, you know, drinking a lot and using pain pills. But if he wasn't so probably messed up, he could have done more videos and done more interviews, or he could have done a TV series or something. You know, I really missed that. That he was that big, he could have done that. You know what I mean? We missed it. And then my son was getting ready to do like a movie series or something coming up, and then he passed. So we missed that. You know what I mean? So, you know, now it's just me. So where it's three and then there's one. So it's a lot different. And we
I
don't
think
have
you're
the
doing a
cats
good
either.
job
So
holding it down for your family. And, you know, that
thank
book
you.
just got released recently. I think
Yeah.
that the story is now coming out.
Yes. Yeah, that book is great. That was really, that made my day and everything. That was awesome. And I feel good. I mean, I like what I do for a living, and I like my people I work with, and, you know, I just love the art, and I get to meet so many different people. You know, you travel and you meet people and you got something to talk about. It's really cool. You could go other places and work in other shops. It's so cool if I can get out more. I wouldn't want to do anything else, you know? So it's
You
in my
were
blood.
built for this. I don't think you could ever have done anything else. You were built for this lifestyle.
Yeah, that's what I like. I mean, I go every day, 7 days a week. work with other artists and I get them going. I'm training a couple of them right now. I've trained many.
Yeah.
So,
And you have is is it my imagination, or is like most of your crew black?
there's some of them. There was like three of them, I think, and then the others are white. Yeah. So there's a
Yeah,
mix.
so there's like a lack of, or at least there's a complaint about a lack of diversity in tattooing. Can you shout out the black people that you have tattooing in your shop? Because there's a lot of black people looking for specifically black artists, and I know that you've got them in your shop, and I just want people, you've got a microphone, shout them out.
Right. Yeah, I got Chaz. She's a great artist. She's been with me for a long time. She's wonderful. I just let go one artist, so I don't want to shout his name out.
Okay.
And I might have Dre come back from back in the day. He worked for me a while ago, and he's going to be in the area. He might do a guest spot, so that would be wonderful. I'd love him to do that. That would be cool. Get
Yeah.
him out there.
Yeah.
So,
I love
Edward,
that,
yeah, Edward,
there's
he's a
always a
white
lot
guy
of
compared to a
black
black
skin in
girl.
your photographs. You got black people in that town. I just love seeing that, because I feel like there's this myth that old timers aren't tattooing black
Yeah.
people, and I just know that that's not true. So I just love that that's going on in your shop.
Yeah, most of my clientele's black, and it's mostly women, and they're beautiful. The black women here are just gorgeous. They wear the cutest little outfits. It's just like,
We
wow,
sure do.
you do. You guys take care of yourself. It's awesome. It gives me something to look at.
We try. We don't care. Yes, we could be the eye candy. We don't mind.
Yeah. I'm just a white girl, just a
But you
normal.
were. I mean, you were the most I can are. But I mean, like,
Yeah,
every picture I've seen in you, you're either like totally nude or in like a dental floss bikini. So you were doing
yeah,
it.
yeah. I was. That's true. I know it's kind of embarrassing, but I was.
No, it's just cool as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lived it up. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that.
No.
And like all of your work, did you get like your work from many artists? Were you traveling, or was that just Roy?
No, most of all my work from Roy. I do have maybe a couple small pieces from. I got like my necklace from Shotzi. I have
Holy
a
shit.
bird of paradise on my thigh from Sailor Moses, and that's it. The rest is from Roy Boy. Just two other
I
artists,
mean,
really.
it's
Yeah,
such beautiful work. It's
thank
legendary.
you.
Like those cat
I
pieces
love
on
it.
your chest are legendary.
Yeah, I love him. Yeah, he did. I did my tattoos, and then he did copies of other people like my tattoos, but of course they weren't as good as mine.
I mean, I think you have some of the as far as like tattoo magazines go, some of the most iconic tattoo. I mean, they were in every early
Yeah.
tattoo magazine all the time.
Yeah, I was in every magazine pretty much back then. Yeah, that was awesome. Roy shot a lot of magazines. He did a lot of covers and centerfolds and random pictures. And a lot of those pictures, they wouldn't even give him credits for it because they knew, like he looked like he owned those magazines and stuff. And they just had to like put fake names and stuff because he was doing so much.
Wow. And you guys were big on the convention circuit too. How many conventions were you going to a year?
We were doing quite a few conventions. I would say maybe one or two a year. But
That's not bad.
after like Cody passed and I started doing conventions again, my girlfriend Chaz, the black chick, she was telling me, "Yeah, you got to do conventions. You got to start over again. You got to do this." Like, no, 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 I don't want to do this. I'm too shy. I don't feel like I should. That was the best thing I ever did is get back into the scene and do the conventions. It
Yeah.
just kind of made me shy a little bit. But I love it. So.
Yeah. I mean, we
It was
love you.
cool.
We want to see you do more conventions for sure.
I better get that shot then, huh?
Well, what do you think about conventions really going to happen this year, though?
I don't know. I'm gonna pass probably this year because I didn't get the shot yet. I'm gonna wait a little while. I thought they were supposed to have one in Chicago, like in June, I think.
I mean, they're definitely happening in Texas, and they were happening last year in Texas.
Texas really don't give a fuck, huh?
No,
Everything
we're
was okay.
completely maskless now. Like even in the
Okay,
shop, that it stopped on
right.
Tuesday.
Yeah,
Okay.
we stopped too.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, we
it's done.
stopped. The mask stopped. Yeah, like about 3 or 4 days ago.
Really? Did you
Yeah,
guys get the shot?
I
Absolutely
still have
not.
I have the I got tested. I still have the antibodies.
Okay.
I had COVID.
Oh, you got the juice.
I got the juice.
Ah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I have the antibodies, so I didn't get the shot. But
How long
I,
do you think that's going to last for?
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I'm not opposed to getting the shot. I'm not. It doesn't.
Right.
I'm not a anti-vaxxer by any sense of the
Right.
word. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
just.
I think I still have the antibodies too because I'm still a long hauler. I feel it a little bit yet.
Yeah, I mean, I think that. I mean, I don't know. I'm not at all a scientist, so I don't. But you know what I mean? If I test that I don't have the antibodies, I'll get the shot. I got no problem with that.
Yeah, I don't know, folks. I have pre-existing health conditions with blood clots, and the second I heard that they may cause blood clots, I was kind of out for it. So,
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, but everybody around me is vaccinated, so I feel like it kind
Mhm.
of cancels it
Right.
out.
Right.
You know?
That's what I figured too. A lot of my friends are vaccinated, so it'll help.
I mean,
Yeah.
no matter what anybody does, the numbers are way down. So I think
Right.
And that
we're
makes me
definitely
feel
starting to
better
come.
as well.
We're definitely starting to come out of it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I'm definitely going to bars again. I definitely. I didn't eat inside. I eat out like almost every night. I didn't eat in a restaurant for over a year.
Yeah.
I've been in a restaurant almost every night. You know, you still have to wear the mask to walk into the restaurant here,
It's ridiculous.
which doesn't make a lot of sense.
It's
But you still have to
ridiculous.
wear the mask to walk into it, but then you can take it off.
I think that that's like a sign of respect in our culture now. Like it's like bowing or shaking a hand. Like you walk in with the
Right.
mask and it's like, I respect you. And then you
Right.
just fucking
Your
rip it off
business
and
and
then you
stuff.
go your
Right.
like
Yeah.
it's like a
Yeah, I'm the
cultural thing
same
now.
way. Yeah, because
Well, yeah.
someone walked in without, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's become like very much like a way to
To
say
live now.
what team you play for, kind of. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Like
It's just like, see, I'm
it's
not like crazy.
yeah. I mean, whatever.
But I mean, Deb, you got like bears and snakes and shit clawing at your face. You're not scared of this. There's no way.
No, I'm scared of the virus, though. I don't want to get that again. That was rough.
I think you beat it. I think you beat it.
I think so. I got lucky. I got real lucky. I did all by myself. I stayed home by myself. Took care of myself.
Yeah, it's if you I saw how sick my wife was. I've literally never seen anybody that sick in her
Yeah,
life.
Yeah, that's rough.
She was very sick. So to do that by yourself is you got balls of steel.
I don't know. I got steel between my legs. I got that motorcycle.
So we know that you are, in case nobody knows, I mean, Deb is joining us hot off the bike at a restaurant at dinner. Like, this is what she's making it happen for us.
Yeah, we're
and
getting ready
at
to
the
get back
hour
on that
mark.
bike. We're going to take you with us on the bike. We're
Okay,
packing up.
yes. Go ahead.
You're gonna hear this bike.
Before you take us on the bike, because that's a great way to end it, because we can like shut it off whenever. Are there any parting words or anecdotes? Anything? You're an icon. This is incredible. Like, is there anything you'd like to say to the people before we go?
Just live it up, ride and tattoo and be happy. Just do the best you can do. Just be happy. That's the main thing.
Agreed.
Just don't cut yourself short. Yep. Where's this lady at?
Never.
Did you pay already?
Well, what are you riding? Are we really about to get on this bike?
I'm on a trike, a 2017 Flirt trike. It's beautiful. Okay. It's all black. It's custom. It's just gorgeous. It's got 5,000 miles on it. I did all those miles.
Congratulations. Well, I'm sure.
Yeah.
How many miles do you think you've done in your life on a bike?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I rode to Sturgis quite a few times. I think 3 or 4 times myself, and then I rode on the back with Roy. But, yeah, I did the miles. That's for sure.
That's incredible.
So,
Deb, you're my hero.
Last year I rode up to Michigan, being Boots. We went up to Ludington. That was a beautiful ride. And it was only like 38 degrees. We were freezing our little kitties off.
Yeah, 38 degrees on a bike is like
It
negative
was
20
cold.
degrees.
It was
I've
cold.
never even sat on a motorcycle. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, we're going to pack this up and we're going to take it. And we're going to bring the bike and we're going to cruise and you're going to hear us ride a little bit.
Yeah, I
How
have
you
a
like
feeling we're
that?
going to hear. We'll probably cut it off by then so we don't. It doesn't get too weird. But we're
The
looking.
booster holds it.
I'm going to look through real quick just to see if there's any questions, which there never are.
Okay. Yeah, because it's going to take us a minute to get out there and get going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone's saying,
Ready?
go get him, Aunt Deb. Best aunt ever. Someone is screen name It's Morrow.
Just leave it. Let's go. Well, how much is the bill?
Folks, I'm just going to say this. I'm talking to you directly, Rich Fry.
Okay. I'm going to go get the bike ready.
The wildest interview that we have done.
What'd you say? I didn't hear you. Hang on. Let me get out of here. It's loud again. You know what I mean?
It's fine, Deb. Deb, we're actually probably going to let you go so that you can go load up for bike because that's a time we know what it has. You got to put on a helmet. Like, put on a fucking helmet.
Yeah, we don't want you
Well,
to
you can see this little place
hold the phone.
Yeah, don't worry about it. But we thank everybody for joining us and Deb in the restaurant, in the press. We're going to take a break next week for Memorial Day. We need a fucking day off.
Yeah.
This is there's no better way for us to take a break on this. I love it. And when we come back, we're going to come back with Ronnie Zulu, not next Monday, but the Monday after. Folks, there's the bike.
I want to do what you call it too, though. I want to do a speed, like we were talking about. I want to do
you
like.
want to do a Russian roulette?
I want to do a Russian roulette.
When do you want to do that?
I don't know. Soon.
Okay. I mean, we can move Ronnie one more week and then do the Russian roulette, whichever you want.
Go on, and then we just bang, bang, bang. Just.
All right, folks. So you heard it here. We might do the Russian roulette next, where we just do a bunch of tattooers.
Like speed dating. Like
speed date style. I like that.
Speed date style. I want to do it.
Let's do
That'd
it.
be cool.
Deb, we love you. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank
Ride
you. Love
safe.
you too. Take care. Peace.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Have a
Bye.
good night.
You
Good
too.
night.